So nation, no matter the location, from OAKLA to LV, I'm a Raider.
Raider Nation, what is going on? You're watching the Raiders Report. Happy Sunday to everyone out there. What am I going to be talking about on today's episode? We've got a lot of fun stuff to cover. I'm going to tell you why I think the Raiders went out and signed Theo Riddick. Then I'm going to break down the Kyle Emanuel signing as well, and, well, how that's going to impact some other players. And there was some breaking news around the NFL today. The Baltimore Ravens, they moved on from Earl Thomas, and my DMs have been blown up. Mitch, are the Raiders going to go out and sign him? I'm going to tell you that because that's all coming up here on today's show. So, for those of you that are subscribed, and for those of you that know what our channel is all about, it's about giving the nation a voice. So, before I dive into each of these players, I want to know from you, who do you think the better signing was? If you think it's running back Theo Riddick, I want you to scroll on down and type R in the comment section. If you think it's linebacker Kyle Emanuel, well then guess what? I want you to scroll on down and type E. Let's keep the show moving here. We got Theo Riddick. He signed a one-year deal with the team on Saturday, and I posted on my Twitter, @MitchellRenz365. Give me a one-word reaction or a comment, a GIF. A lot of them were question marks and, well, confused in why the Raiders ultimately went out and made this move. So you got to remember, he is a pass-catching specialist. And when fully healthy, you could actually argue one of the best pass-catching running backs in the National Football League. Now, he didn't play last year and was actually supposed to play on the Denver Broncos with Devontae Booker, but he got banged up, had a little bit of a shoulder issue, and was ultimately unable to play. Now, you're looking right now at the rushing numbers. The reason why Theo Riddick was signed to this team was not because of the rushing, but his ability to catch the football. And over his last 4 years that he played, so from 2018 to 2015, over 50 catches. I do not anticipate whatsoever the Raiders getting him 50 catches. However, if he does end up making that final 53-man roster, they are at least going to use him. Definitely, they're going to use him in the passing game. So, by going out and getting Theo Riddick, that meant that the Raiders did have to move on. They moved on from William Stanback, so all I want to say is best of luck to him, a star running back out of the CFL. So, William, once a Raider, always a Raider. Wishing you the best, my man. So let's give you an updated look here at the Raiders running back depth chart. Josh Jacobs, you're the clear-cut number one running back. You are still going to see now, I think, Devontae Booker, Rod Smith. They're going to battle it out there, and just in case Jacobs were to get hurt, almost the DeAndre Washington-type role last season. Jalen Richard, Theo Riddick, those are going to be your two pass-catching running backs. BOWDEN Jr. is kind of in a world of his own as the RB3. Then the fullback is Alec Ingold. So when I saw the move with Theo Riddick, I was like, I wonder why they did it. So I started digging a little bit more. I started finding some extra training camp news and notes. And the one common thing that I've seen about BOWDEN is, well, I guess I'll say two things. The Raiders want to use him in a lot of different ways because he is no doubtably talented. It's there. However, the one area that he has been struggling in, and I mean really, really struggling in, has been pass protection. So if coaches are a little bit scared to put him on the field in pass situations, that's at least a little bit of a red flag. Now, I saw this quote from Vic DeFore, and I really, really wanted to put it on the show today. All the backs have often been split out at the wide receiver, and there seems to be a conscious effort to get them more involved in the passing game. Jacobs is the clear-cut starter, and only 4 or 5 of the backs will make the roster. But the Raiders will have plenty of options to rotate into the game. So with that being said, I do think one of the major reasons why Theo Riddick was brought onto this team is because he is a great pass-catching running back, and if they do want to split him out wide, or you can have Josh Jacobs on the field, you can split Theo Riddick out wide because he is ultimately more of a receiver than he is a running back. That's why they ended up making this move. So Vic said it. I've been saying it for about a month, maybe 2 months now. I do anticipate the Raiders only keeping 4, maybe 5 running backs on this team. So out of the 3 names that you see on screen right now, if you were Mike Mayock, if you were John Gruden, I want you to let me know who you think the best running back is in that group. If you think it's Theo Riddick, type TR. If you think it's Rod Smith, give me an RS. If it's Devontae Booker, type DB. Be an overachiever. Let me know who you think the best one is and tell me why. If you're curious what I think, you can always hit me up on Instagram @MitchellRenz365. So I do have a special offer today. I saw these dope hats, and the ones that you see on screen right now, they are 20% off. In order to get a new Raiders hat, just go to Raiders hats. However, they do have some as low as $19.99 at that link available. I've also posted it on the community channel, so if you get a hat, hey, hit me up. I'd love to see what you guys end up getting. But for me personally, I love these like flat bill ones. That one's charcoal. You saw earlier the gray. They have a white one as well. Plus, if you want to rep an Oakland Raiders hat, they are also available as low as $19.99. The one you see on screen, $23.99. I'm just trying to find the best deals possible for y'all. And right now, this deal, it ends, I believe, in about 30 hours, and depending on how quick I can get this video out. So, hey, go take advantage of the deal, chatsports.com/Raiders hats. The Raiders also made another move here in Kyle Emanuel. And it's funny, I had a few people were like, Mitch, your doppelganger looks like Kyle Emanuel. Kyle's neck is twice the size of mine. But this is a one-year deal, and I think it's interesting. So, he did retire from football after the 2018 season, and he said he just needed to get his body right. And he knows the AFC West. He used to play with the San Diego and Los Angeles Chargers. The reason why he really wanted to come to Vegas, he thought that this team gave him the best chance to play and gave him the best chance to win. Because there were reports out there that a lot of other teams were interested in him, but he was like, you know what? I want to play in Vegas. So here are his numbers the last 4 years, okay? Now, obviously, didn't play in 2019. But in 2018, 2017, 2016, 2015, the year that I think he really showed the best and most promise was in 2017, where he had 3 pass breakups. He also had an interception, showed a little bit more versatility, not so much just as a coverage linebacker, but he was also able to get after the quarterback just a little bit. So here's our updated depth chart. You could throw him in there in a lot of different ways. The amount of bodies that the Raiders have right now at the linebacker position, it's pretty crazy considering the fact that they are going to run a lot of schemes where they're only going to throw out 2 or only going to throw out 3 linebackers at a time. So if you have already subscribed to the channel, I appreciate you. This channel is for the nation and only for the nation. So if you're a diehard Raider fan looking for free Raiders analysis and just daily videos, go ahead and click that subscribe button. We also go live every single Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. Or if there is a breaking news around the Las Vegas Raiders, I guarantee you this channel is making a video about it. Click that big red button that says subscribe. I would definitely appreciate that. So when I saw the move of Kyle Emanuel, I started thinking about a lot of the other linebackers, and I was like, okay. So Nicholas Morrow is a player that I've talked about numerous times over the last 2 weeks, and originally I had him as a loser, but this last week at training camp in padded practice, this dude really stepped up. So is he making the final roster? I'm going to give it 3 Chucky Heads. I think it's pretty likely. For those of you that do know what that means I'm giving it a 75% chance that Morrow does end up making the team. The reason why I bumped this up is for the main reason, he's gotten a lot better in pass protection. There was old rumors out there that they were going to move on from him. ESPN projected them to cut him, but he's really been stepping up, and he's been stepping up more than a lot of these younger players. Like Morrow might not be the most talented player on the team. And in fact, he's definitely not the most talented player on defense. And I would argue guys like Javen White and Tanner Muse, they have more raw athletic ability. But Nicholas Morrow is showing that he understands his defense and is making a big impact here. So how many linebackers will the Raiders keep? If you guys can scroll on down, let me know. I do anticipate them keeping Nicholas Morrow. The fact that he's been playing with Corey Littleton and with Nick Kwiatkowski in their 4-3 schemes is a big sign for me. But let me know. Scroll on down. How many linebackers are we keeping? We're going to keep it moving here. Damon Arnette. Love me some Damon Arnette. And the hype train is a rolling. 3 Chucky Heads. Is he starting week 1? And I think it's pretty likely. He's been working with the first-team defense. Him and Chad Johnson have been hyping himself up on Twitter. He has the edge right now over Prince Amukamara. And the thing that I really like is he's covering the X receiver. You see that a lot with cornerbacks that can get a little bit more physical. And that's what I really love about Damon Arnette's game. So the fact that right now he has the advantage over Prince is a big thing, because I'm not saying this. Prince Amukamara is a damn good cornerback. And the fact that Arnette and Trayvon Mullen right now, 2 very young players, are stepping up, that's a good sign here for this Las Vegas team. So who's going to start week 1? I made a video probably about a month, maybe 2 months ago, about my position battles. And I gave the advantage to Prince Amukamara. Well, guess what? I am changing that now. I am going to say that Damon Arnette is going to be the week 1 starter up against the Carolina Panthers. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments section. And if you do disagree with me, hey, then type PA for Prince. Next story here is around Erik Harris, but it's also kind of around Damarious Randall and who is going to end up starting at that free safety position, because right now it is a locked-in battle between Harris and between Randall. And both of these guys have been getting a lot of time in the first team, and this is going to be the one position battle that I'm going to start watching a lot closer. So the rumor out there right now, and this is the way I think that the team's going to end up using the defense, when they're in run situations or when they think that the offense is going to run the football, look for them to bring in Erik Harris, who's 6'2", 220 pounds, a lot bigger. He's also going to add a lot of value in special teams as well. When the Raiders believe that the team is in a passing situation, they're going to go to the smaller Damarious Randall. So right now the reports out of camp are Randall looks better in the passing game. Erik Harris looks better in the running game. So look for the Raiders to continue to show their versatility and use a lot of different players on defense. So who's going to make the bigger impact in 2020? Y'all know that I love Erik Harris. I think he is one of the biggest underdogs on the team. But I also really do like Damarious Randall and his ability to, lay the big hit but also cover it. So type EH for Erik Harris or type DR for Damarious Randall. The bigger impact for me, I'm going to give the slight advantage to Erik Harris. And the reason why, special teams. In terms of them being able to play defense, it's neck and neck. But I know Erik Harris is an absolute special teams baller. If y'all are looking for a new hat, I got you covered here. Go to chatsports.com/Raiders hats. Some of these as low as $19.99. I absolutely love the new draft hats. They are still available. They are actually now down to $31.99. The hat that you're about to see on screen, that one is as low as $19.99. But we also have hats that are in gray. We got the black ones with the awesome Raiders shield. Those come in snapbacks. Those come fitted. We got all sorts of Raiders hats for you. You can find that link in the comments section. It'll also be in the description. I'll say it one more time for y'all. chatsports.com/Raiders hats. So I teased it a little bit earlier. I told y'all that I was going to be talking about Earl Thomas. And is he coming to the Raiders? Sorry. This one's zero Chucky Heads. Tuck rule. Tuck that. Obviously, the Ravens, they released him on Sunday morning. And we made a video about it on our main Chat Sports YouTube channel. Please go check it out. But he was released and detrimental to the team. For all Raider fans out there, you're going to know what that means. Detrimental to the team is the exact same thing that Antonio Brown did, where they were able to cut him and they didn't have to pay him. That's what happened with Earl Thomas here. So a lot of the rumors and reports that are starting to get brought up around the Raiders right now are apparently back in 2018, Earl told Mark Davis, hey, come get me. From what I've heard, that is true. But also what I know about Earl back at that time, if you were willing to pay him, he was willing to come because he did not want to play for the Seattle Seahawks. So obviously me giving it zero Chucky Heads, tuck rule, tuck that means I do not believe that Earl Thomas is going to the Raiders. And I've been asked numerous times, where do you think he's going to go? Well, luckily for you, I have already made a video. Go check it out on our Chat Sports YouTube channel. It's at the link that you see below in bright red, youtube.com/chatsportstv. I put the video out probably about 4 or 5 hours ago. So please go check it out. Let me know. I don't really think you're going to like who's number one, but yeah, I think he's going to that team. Then I put it number one. So if y'all made it to the very, very end of this video, y'all know that I appreciate you very much. If you could, let me know that you made it to the end. Let me know how I can make the show better. If you have any recommendations whatsoever, I would definitely appreciate that. So hit me up on Instagram at MitchellRenz365 and DM me the letters ET. Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads, news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this, I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.